Eventually, Dame Lillard, he'll be down here in South Florida. At least I think so. If you ask Portland Trailblazers fans, he can't get here fast enough. Get out of my city. Basically, what they told Dame Lillard yesterday. Right now, we're doing a little hashtag what's trending. Of course, you can check him out at Blad2078 at Dan Day Radio. So, Damian Lillard celebrated his 33rd birthday yesterday. The Portland Trailblazers, classy. They send out happy birthday, Dala, with a heart, hashtag Rip City, and have a picture or a little video montage of Dame Lillard. Simply put, right? So Portland fans see that.
That's nice.
I don't have any problem with that. That's nice. That's nice. Stay above. Take the high ground. Well, Portland fans didn't exactly take the high ground, Vlad. Get some response. He sadly wants to be traded for his birthday. The whole situation is awkward. It's not totally mean, right? Hoops Junkie says, nice greeting. Now free him as a birthday gift. Ooh. I don't see why you want to get rid of him so bad. SoFlo Sports News. If I was Dame Lillard, I would not celebrate until I'm in a Miami Heat uniform. That's South Florida trying to get him down here, man. DraftKings Sportsbook. It's only a matter of time. And it has a video of a little gif of Dame Lillard pointing to Dame time. Okay.
I'm watching this. I'm seeing this.
Philly Shiva says, don't trade him to Miami.
Right. Well,
of course
there's obviously fans of other teams are going to tweet back at him and wish him a happy birthday if they're fans of his game, but they're going to not want him to go to their rival. They want him to come over there to Philadelphia. They don't even know what's going on with them. Is Harden coming back? It's nasty work if he's got to come back.
It's kind of hard to figure out. Like, if you're an Eastern Conference team, why would you even consider getting into a three-way trade with the Heat and the Blazers? Because you're only going to hurt yourself.
That's what I said. I've been saying that since the beginning, but
With that being said, get a hold of this. Blazers Stewart replies, happy birthday, Dame, but we're still going to trade you to Jazz or Thunder because it's best for the team. Nothing personal.
See, I agree with Blazer Stewart. I understand that. This is why I love, like yesterday when you were doing the headlines and you were talking about the Bleacher Report says it's a done deal, or Sports Illustrated says a done deal. Bleacher Report said no, they're nowhere near close. So all the Blazers fans, it's probably the number one thing that's talked about in Portland.
Oh yeah.
So they're starting to turn and understand that. Hey man, Cronin, don't trade Dame just for peanuts, man. Make sure you get the best deal back that you can.
Like I said,
best offer.
The Blazers may be a little hasty in saying we're going to try to accommodate him as much as we can. They probably should have just said nothing. Just been like, we'll talk to him. We'll work with him. Because when you say stuff like that, it makes people think like you're going to do whatever he says. And that's not the case, because you got to do what's best for you in that situation.
Oh, how about this?
Curtis
Lee Farmer.
Happy
birthday. We've traded you to the Detroit Pistons for Cade Cunningham and 2 pairs of Taylor Swift tickets. Enjoy.
I don't mind that. That's funny.
You know what? That's funny because if the general manager of Cronin had a daughter and this deal was being offered as a joke, but it was like through a speaker, she would tell her dad to take it.
Yeah, take that deal.
I want to see Taylor Swift. You know how much those tickets are? Yeah, the kid would definitely take that deal.
She's already seen Dame Lillard 100 times.
Yeah, who cares about Dame?
That?
Cade Cunningham in 2 pairs.
Although I do like Cade Cunningham. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to be a great player in this league.
Yeah, I hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that is one of those things, man. God, why do injuries have to happen?
But some Portland fans actually gave Dame a proper, legitimate happy birthday greeting. First of all, Andre Madison. Yeah. He said, first of all, thank you, Dame. Happy birthday. Hope you get your birthday wish. You have done so much for this franchise. You have set records. You have created beautiful moments we won't forget. You'll always be respected by me as a Blazer fan. Thank you, Dame. Oh,
that's nice. That's sweet.
Oh, get the Kleenex.
And, I heard some people saying throughout the week, like, I don't see why Joe Cronin is being like this. He did Dame dirty by never pputting anybody around him and making him have a
No, he didn't. He just got to the team.
Right. And there's a couple things about that I do want to clear up because, I was here and there and everywhere. Number one, he's only been there for a year, so it really wasn't him building that team. Number two, where again does Damian Lillard play at? What team does he play for? What city does he play for?
Portland.
Yes. How many free agents do you see knocking down the door? Big time free agents trying to go to Portland, New Orleans,
No, listen,
Oklahoma
Dame
City,
was saying when he
Sacramento.
was saying that, he's so loyal, he was loyal to the soil,
Right.
and he wasn't going to go anywhere. He was hoping that his game and people would want to win with him in Portland. Nobody was going to go to Portland. Same way LeBron had those problems in his first 7 years. Nobody was coming to Cleveland. Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland.
And if you've lived your whole life in Miami or Los Angeles or New York for the most part, you take it for granted that you are a free agent destination and that your name is mentioned anytime there's a big name free agent. When you are from a smaller market, it is very hard to get the money and to attract free agents. That's why you have to draft better.
So let me.
So the Blazers didn't fail Dame Lillard. They probably did the best they could. It's a lot of guys aren't going there.
Let me channel my Joakim Noah.
Please.
Nobody's ever said that they want to go to Portland. Like Portland's lit. Like they're gonna go vacation in Portland.
Although I love Portland, man. Oh, I can't wait.
Portland's nice though.
I love Portland,
but it's not anybody's. It's not the first city or the first spot that anybody wants to go. Tour to visit. No. So Dame had to understand. No team wanted to go there. I mean, not. Most players did not want to go there. At least superstars,
right? Superstars,
top players did not want to go there. So he had to understand that, and finally understood. Took him 11, 12 years to understand that, but now he's asking to be traded, or he's asking to be moved to a contender, a specific contender, the Miami Heat. But as a general manager who's only had 1 year experience, this is it for you, bro. You're about to trade the best player in franchise history, a beloved player, probably the most beloved player in the franchise history. But you can't get, like I've said, pun intended,
pennies.
You can't get pennies for a Dame dollar.
Nope, you cannot. You would not be doing your job. You would be doing a disservice to your organization, to your fan base, and to the team. It's one of those things. But you have to understand when you're in a small market, big name free agents and even just big name stars aren't exactly willing to come play for you. You got a little bit of it. Actually, no, I'm trying to think. A little bit of it with LeBron because you're one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest player of all time. You got a lot of that going to Cleveland. Shaquille O'Neal, even in Orlando, he got out there as fast as he possibly could. And you say, well, he played with Penny Hardaway. They drafted Penny Hardaway. Is there a small market where a big name star has really wanted to go there and a bunch of big name stars have followed? I don't think so. Sacramento? Hell no. Oklahoma City? Hell no. Remember, they drafted Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
James Harden.
New Orleans Pelicans? Hell no.
Bron wanted Kevin Love, but they traded the number 1 pick. They traded Wiggins for Kevin Love.
Right.
So
Orlando, is anybody beating down the door to go to a small market like that?
Nah,
Charlotte? Is anyone beating down the door?
Like that?
Is anybody beating down the door to go to Charlotte?
Nah.
So to say that the Blazers have done Dame wrong by not getting enough stars, well, I don't know if it's so much the organization as just the situation that he's in. And I think that's why he makes reference to being loyal to the soil. Like, I'm here ride or die with this organization because, for lack of a better thing, maybe we can't get everybody, but I'm going to try to do it myself. They did make it to a Western Conference Finals and got beat by a really good Golden State Warriors team one year.
Yeah, they got swept.
Yeah, I know they did. I actually watched the final game 4 at old
Oracle.
No, at what's the famous British pub? Churchill's. Churchill's that isn't open. R.I.P. Miss Churchill so much. But I happened to be there drinking some Bass beer, Vlad, our favorite. At least next week it'll be our favorite. Prestige is still our favorite. But yeah, being from a smaller market, it is harder to get the stars to come, even if you have a Dame Lillard. And over the years, Portland, probably did their best. They just couldn't get it done. And Joe Cronin has only been around a year, so he did not. I don't think he failed Dame at all.
No. 786 texted. I remember the days before Riley, and no one wanted to come to Miami. It's not always about the city; it's about the team. It's about the city. Okay. When Riley came, let me tell you this: Riley came at the same time. There was a a surge that was happening in South Florida, and especially South Beach, where Hollywood, the music, especially hip hop, was coming down to Miami a lot. And once you realize that it's a tax-free state, people were enjoying it. You have money and you live in this beautiful weather. Yeah, that this became a target destination. And that's why any free agent that's available,
The first thing
the
you hear,
first name you always hear is Miami. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's football or basketball.
Isn't it crazy? Every free agent in pretty much every sport, when you hear that they're a free agent or looking to be traded, what are the three names you hear? Miami, New York, LA. Coincidence? Nah, bruh. Nah. Now, organization does have some stuff to do with it. If you have a backwards ass organization in a big city, it can slow down the possibility of some free agents.
Like New Orleans is great. Nobody's coming down to New Orleans.
No, absolutely nobody.
Atlanta people will go to.
You'll go to Atlanta. That's a big
That's
major.
what it is. It's a big major city.
But look at some of these teams like New Orleans. I know for a fact, the second these guys, not even the second they can get out, the first inch of sunlight they can get out, like Anthony Davis, a year before he even had his contract up. I'm not re-signing, trade me. Zion Williamson, you think he's going to spend, well, depending if he stays healthy or gets healthy, I shouldn't say. You think he's sticking around in New Orleans for after his Supermax is, done? Hell no.
Nah, he's out.
And
better be.
I love Brandon Ingram.
For Mariah Mills, get him.
BI is one of my favorite players. Wear his jersey. Love him. He seems like he really loves the Pelicans organization. You think when his contract's up, it's 50-50 that he even stays there. Sacramento, look what Sacramento had to do. They didn't go out and they got a bunch of young guys so they could build from the ground up.
Right, and that's the other thing. Usually when stars go to those small market teams, they usually are traded.
Yeah, it's a trade.
It's a trade.
I mean, Sacramento, Orlando, Charlotte, New Orleans. You look at those teams, Oklahoma City even. Look what Oklahoma City, that's smart what they did. They know they're not getting a bunch of free agents, so get a bunch of young guys. Try to maximize their potential while you can. On the cheap.
And the best you can do is draft a guy. He becomes a superstar. You show your loyalty and love and appreciation to them.
What's the first thing that he'd say? I don't care about
person. So that that player will want to stay and stay for that longer contract, and then hopefully their effect, their aura will be able to bring other players to that team. I mean, let's be real. The big three happened because of the Olympics. A lot of these teams, these super teams happen because of international play or working out together in the off season. So, and of course, the new thing now, agencies, CAA versus clutch sports. Because if you notice, a lot of players who are signed under a same agency are playing alongside each other.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So it's, yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you get a great player like Dwayne Wade and you can recruit people to come. People want to play with him. Yeah, friendships are important. Liking guys important. Part of the reason Damian Lillard wants to come to Miami. He likes Bam Adebayo. That would be a sweet pick and roll combo right there, man. Can't wait to see it next season.